Medicare for All is something you've been supportive of. Senator Sanders has been supportive of. I saw someone like Pete Buttigieg, he basically said that Medicare for All, Sanders and Warren supporting it, infringes on people's freedoms. Mm-hmm. When you're going to a community like this, where healthcare is certainly not guaranteed for your constituents, how do you respond to a statement like that?
Well, I can tell you, our residents, we're in the front lines of what doing nothing looks like, from the healthcare system to what's going on with our climate crisis. And residents are not being easily gaslighted to believe that that's what it's about. They believe, and this is something that, that's why Medicare for All is so important, is they understand how inhumane our healthcare system is in this country. The fact that people are dying because they're poor. Yeah. And that alone is enough for them to understand whatever Pete and others are saying about this issue. They're not believing it. They understand right now what's happening in the for-profit healthcare system is just killing people. And that is the reality that they live with every single day. And so folks on the national stage, folks that want to go ahead and make people believe that Medicare for All is about these values or this values,
or infringing on freedom, which is a right-wing talking point.
Absolutely,
right?
But that's the thing. They're saying that these values, that's his value, right? But we all know, what are you talking about? We want a freedom to live.
Our values are our lives.
Exactly, yeah. And that's the thing that, folks like that can say it, but it shows just how disconnected they are with the majority of American people right now that don't have access to health care. And to be able to live without worrying about, how are they going to find the money for their insulin? How are they going to find the money for their kids to get the health care that they need? And all these things that, again, is wrapped up into a broken healthcare system.
And when you talk about representing people, regular people, I think all of that starts with how you get your campaign funds. So you only took small dollar donations. You were a Justice Democrat. Senator Sanders is running on just small dollars. He's not doing big money donors. Can you talk about how that informs both of your values and why you've been supportive of him?
Yeah, I mean, this movement around, look, anybody that wants to take away the tainting of our democracy and give it back to the people, it has to start with them being our partners in this public service, in transforming our country. And it is individual donations that is going to do that, not corporate PACs.
And that's why, sorry to interrupt, but that's why you've also co-sponsored HJ2, House Joint Resolution 2, right? That you can expand on that a little too, if you'd like.
mean, look, we were pushing away against, Citizens United,
right.
and these proposals we put forward, it does that. But these, for a lot of my colleagues, it's not just about supporting that; it's also living it now, showing the people that it is possible. I won an election where I was the only candidate in the race that didn't take corporate PAC money, and I won. I won against establishment candidates, against those that were being supported by, very well-known organizations, community groups, and folks that believe that's the pathway to getting public service and folks to represent them. And then folks realize, no, we can't afford a sellout.